All right, board exams are just around the corner, and I know you're probably feeling the pressure for that geography paper. Well, don't worry. In this explainer, we're doing the ultimate last-minute revision for one of the most crucial chapters, Indian rivers and water resources. Our one and only goal, to make sure you walk into that exam hall feeling totally confident and ready to crush it. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. The clock is ticking, the chapter looks massive, but listen, in the next 5 minutes, we're gonna laser focus on only the highest yield topics, the questions that are pretty much guaranteed to show up. We're talking key definitions, case studies, the whole shebang. So just take a deep breath, get focused, and let's master this chapter together.
So let's kick things off with an absolute classic. This is probably one of the most frequently asked questions from this chapter. What's the difference between Himalayan and Peninsular rivers? Trust me, examiners love this comparison, so let's make sure we have it down perfectly. Okay, let's break this down. This table right here, this is your key to a potential 5-mark answer, so pay close attention. First up, origin. Super simple. Himalayan rivers, they come from the Himalayas and their glaciers. Peninsular rivers, they start in the Peninsular Plateau, mostly the Western Ghats. Got it? Next, nature of flow. This is absolutely crucial. Himalayan rivers are perennial. That means they have water all year round. Why? Because their water source is a double whammy, both rainfall and melting snow. But peninsular rivers are non-perennial or seasonal because they only depend on rainfall. And finally, the valley type. Think of Himalayan rivers as young and energetic, carving out these deep, V-shaped valleys. The peninsular rivers are older, more chilled out with a fixed course and way less erosion. Just lock these keywords in your brain.
Awesome. Now that we've nailed that basic classification, let's zoom in on the specific river systems you absolutely must know. These are the ones that pop up in map work and those long descriptive questions all the time. We're going to focus on the big 3 that you'll most likely be asked about. So this image shows that huge, sprawling network of the Himalayan rivers. It might look a little complicated, but don't worry. For your exam, we're just going to zero in on the 2 giants that start here, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. Let's get the key facts straight. Okay, these bullet points are pure gold for your answer sheet. For the Ganga, the main keyword you need to remember is its origin, the Gangaturi Glacier. And don't forget its twin sources, Bhagirathi and Alaknanda. Now, for the Brahmaputra, it starts at the Chemyungdung Glacier. And here's a super common 1-mark question. What is the Brahmaputra called in Tibet? The answer is Songpo. These are the exact terms the examiner is looking for. All right, let's shift our focus and head south to the peninsular rivers. Take a look at the map. See how different their network is? It's much more fixed, more defined. You don't see all those little tributaries sprawling everywhere like you do in the north. That's because they're flowing through a much older, more stable plateau. So for the peninsular system, the one you absolutely have to remember is the powerhouse, the Godavari. It is the largest peninsular river. You have to mention that. And where does it start? It rises from Triambak, near Nasik. And let's just hammer this point home one more time. The key feature that sets these rivers apart is that their flow is non-perennial. That means it's seasonal and completely dependent on the monsoon rains. Okay, we've covered the geography. Now let's dive into how these river systems actually impact people. This section is super important for those value-based questions, where you need to apply what you know to real-world situations. We're going to look at a big problem and a really inspiring solution. We'll start with the Tungabhadra River Basin. This is a classic exam case study that shows water conflict and environmental damage. This picture shows the dam being built way back in 1952. It was a huge symbol of progress. But over time, this vital water source started to face a really serious problem. And this slide really shows you the scale of that problem. The dam lost a staggering 849 million cubic meters of its storage capacity. So what happened? Well, the main culprit was siltation, which was caused by things like deforestation and mining in the areas around the river. This is the perfect example to use in an answer about how human activity can mess up our water resources. But hey, from a problem, we move to an incredible solution. This is the amazing success story of Highware Bazaar in Maharashtra. I mean, just look at the difference in these pictures. It went from a dry, barren, drought-prone area to a lush, green, water-surplus village. It's proof that community action can actually reverse environmental damage. So how in the world do they pull this off? The answer is simple and absolutely perfect for your exam. They followed the 4 Bundys, or 4 bans. You have to memorize these. Kurha Bundy was a ban on cutting down trees. Charai Bundy,
a ban on free grazing for animals, Nasbandi, family planning to manage the pressure on resources, and finally, Nashabandi, a ban on liquor. These 4 simple rules were the secret to their success.
All right, this is it. The final countdown. Let's do a rapid-fire round of the top 10 facts you absolutely must have at your fingertips before you walk into that exam hall. Let's lock these in. You ready?
Fact 1. Himalayan rivers are perennial. That means water all year round. Got it?
Fact 2. Peninsular rivers are non-perennial. Their flow is seasonal. Next. Fact 3. Largest peninsular river, Godavari. That's easy marks right there.
Fact 4. Don't forget the other name. The Brahmaputra is called the Songpo in Tibet.
Fact 5. Here's a powerful number for your Highware Bazaar answer. The area for irrigated summer crops jumped from just 7 to 72 hectares. Massive increase.
Fact 6. Remember the name of that program. It was the 4 Bundys program.
Fact 7. A shocking number to add some weight to your Tungabhadra answer. 849 million cubic meters of water storage lost to silt.
Fact 8. Simple, but you gotta know it. The Ganga originates from the Gangotri Glacier.
Fact 9. Think about the shape of the land. The young Himalayan rivers carve out deep, V-shaped valleys.
And finally, our last point. This is the big picture idea. Remember that water can be a source of conflict, like we saw with Tungabhadra, or it can be a source of incredible community-led success, like in Hiwari Bazaar. And the final thought to leave you with is, which path will India's future follow? You've got this. You are prepared. Now go in there tomorrow and absolutely ace that exam. All the best.